So let's do the review of this machine. It's a Vader tattoo machine from Mustang Tattoo Professional Equipment from Russia. Big supplier from Russia, doing pretty good job, I must say. So let's do unboxing. So this is the beautiful box, and this is unboxing. This is what I call unboxing, because at the end no one cares about the box, or they shouldn't care about the box. They should care about this. This is all you should care about. It doesn't matter how it's packed. I mean, if you think differently, maybe you're just hobbyist. Maybe you're not professional, because at the end of the day what matters is not how it's packed, but how it works. Is it work? Is it reliable? Can you make beautiful tattoos with that? Can you come back every day and see that this machine starts and works exactly like promised? And this machine pretty much does. So I'm not kind of sponsored to do that. I just say that from the very beginning. The people were nice. They sent me the machine and they asked if I will be able to give them a review. I said, why not? I can try, but I'm not promising that I'm gonna give you a good review, because I'm just deadly honest. If I decide that something is bad, it's bad. I won't say it's good just for the sake of, because you sent me a machine. But this machine is a good machine. It's with the good price, comes with the good price. It costs, I think, they price it 20,000 rubles, which if you calculate it to euros, it's gonna be approximately 230 euros. It's a good price for a pen machine if you compare it to Cheyenne Hawk or other options. Now, what you got? Okay, machine comes with the instruction that is very basic, like a printed piece of paper, and that's good. It's a tattoo machine after all. It's not, you know, Porsche or something like this. It's something that has to work fairly simple. It just pushes the needle and takes it back. That's it. How many pages you need to do that? I kind of, every time I see in the machines, I see hundreds of pages, not hundreds, but tens of pages. It's like only presentation. It doesn't give much. I like it. You can put it in one page. That's okay. And it tells you everything you have to know, basically. So the voltage, the starting voltage, and the weight, other stuff like this. You also got the additional parts for the machine, just the little things. It's a pen style machine. It goes with clicks. So there's no smooth gradation. It's a gradation by click, which is pretty good, because as you operate your hand, it doesn't change its location. It's all right. It's really all right. The machine isn't too heavy, which is very important. For me, it is always was important. This is basically why for the most of the time I use Injecta. And up to this machine, I'm gonna make this compartment, because this is what I used every day up to this point, or what I use every day still in exchange with that. This machine, even though Injecta is not a pen style machine, but you kind of hold it the same way, you know. What's the difference? Yeah, just pretty much the same comfort. People like to give different names, but at the end of the day, how it works is all that matters. So it's 140 grams, which is good. Considering that everything is made of metal. Looks really really reliable. Maybe a little thing that I don't like is this noise. I'm not sure if you can, next to my microphone, if you can hear it, like something clicking inside. And there's this little pushing thing that sits inside, similar kind of to the one used in Injectas, that gives you, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, against my face now you can see it, that stimulates give from the traditional machine. So you have two options. You can unscrew this and you'll see that you basically have two options. one that I showed you, and another one, this pusher, this thing, again, against my face maybe. This thing has no give, and this is how I like it, because I believe then this machine has more power and I can decide how much power I need just with my hand movement. That's it, I don't need much more. So let's screw it again here. Some washers. It looks good, even if you look inside, it really does look good. It doesn't look like crap Chinese machine, you know, so you can work with that. It's not autoclavable. I know for some people it might be important. In my opinion, it's not that important. Most of the artists I know, they bag their machines, so you put the bag. Maybe I'll try to open and show it to you. So we have a bag. We just have the shirt left over, so not fully. Maybe I cut it. Yeah. Oh, it's like this, easy. You take a machine, you put it into the bag, you put the plaster around, and you always hold the bag. You never hold the machine itself. And then after you finish the working, you have to clean this outside part, also this part of the machine, and socket where when the needle goes. Yeah. So this is machine. It's comfortable. It's comfortable to use. It's like a pen. This stuff. It's pretty punchy. It's pretty punchy. This is the thing I always look for in machines, so that the first hit really goes into the skin, because then I can play really with my hand movement. If I don't have this first punch, it's hard for me to tattoo. It works a bit differently than Injecta. So this is my compartment, so it works a little bit different. Injecta, I think, has more power, still has more power than this one. But I work with this machine for the last maybe 3 months or something. I tried it on every tattoo, on different, not on every tattoo, but on different tattoos. I tried it on black and grays, I tried it on color or lines. I was surprised how well it does with lines. I did 9-round shader, I did simple small lines like 7-round liner or 5-round liner or something a little bit bigger. I think I even pushed 13-round liner with this, but it was kind of slow, a little bit slow. So for that kind of thick lines, I'll probably go for the coil, but this one still works good for lines. For shading, it was perfect. When I started to work with shading with this machine, it felt actually like working with old Cheyenne Hawk for the first time. I remember when I bought Cheyenne Hawk for the first time, the first Cheyenne Hawk, and I put this cartridge inside of it, I felt, oh my god, the smooth shades are so easy. So when I got this machine, I started to shade with that, and it's, oh wow, oh my god, it shades so easily. Yeah, so I like it. For color, you need to compare it to Injecta. It's a little less punchy. So you need to work out a bit more like painter and less like drawer. I don't know how to explain it differently. So you basically have to really decide what you're gonna do, put it and go for it, which might be good. Super quiet. Much more quiet than the Injecta, actually. Very nice, very nice. It's the most quiet machine that I have in my set at the moment. Yeah, so those are the things that I like. And there's nothing bad to say about this machine. Now, the things that I don't like, the sound of this thing moving around. Sometimes when you put the needle inside, when you put the cartridge, it just doesn't kind of go right. It feels like this thing, it's not sitting where it's supposed to sit, and you have to take the cartridge out and put it again. but then it works great. That's the one thing. That's a minor thing in my opinion. Second one is cartridges and compatibility. Most cases I work with Quadron and some others. If I can't get Quadron, I'll just get whatever I can. So if I have, if my local supplier don't have Quadron needle that I need, I'll try something different. And through this time when I work with this machine, I had to use some Chinese needles, and this one worked fine with this. And I had to use Cheyenne Hawk original cartridges, which I hate, by the way, because they have tendency to be a little bit this kind of rubber inside. It's too tight in my opinion and weakens the machines, and that was the case here. So this machine doesn't work the best in my opinion with the Hawk cartridges. Even some of the needles make this machine hard to start. So we have to push the on my power supply is critical, and on critical, that's the thing I use. Sometimes I have to push voltage a little bit higher and then directly lower just to start the Cheyenne Hawk cartridge. But Quadrons work perfect with that, so for me all that counts. So that's another minor, I don't know if it's bug or a little annoying thing. But the only thing that I really don't like about this machine is the vibrations. But you have to understand that I am very special about this. I'm a special care man, so I need special care from the machines. My hand is very gentle. Like at the moment, before in my life I used to train a little bit, and I was pretty strong. So some things didn't affect my arms, like tattooing. Some machines are, you know, little discomforts and little vibrations. I never had problems. When I was training, when I stopped training, I'm really picky about this stuff, and if I have really too much vibration, I'm not able to use the hardware, or it doesn't work very well with me. It seems to have a weaker arm, I don't know. So this one gives a bit too much vibrations to me. If I compare it to Injecta, it's completely different. Injecta is much better with that. So Injecta has no vibrations at all, almost. This one has a little bit variations, but it's still less than coil or anything like this. So if you're a normal human being, you probably won't notice. Or long term, you may notice that. For me, I will use this machine only because of that. I will use it only occasionally. Now, my final advice, do I recommend it or not? Yeah, it's a good machine, especially considering the price. The price is 230 euros approximately. You may, if you order it from USA, you may need to add some customs on the top of that. So you may need, maybe it's not the best option for you in the USA, but in Europe or wherever you live, I mean, you have to consider it. The price is good. The price is good in my opinion. For that money, you have working horse. This machine is stable, works very well, has some minor bugs, but 230 euros, it's a killer for a machine like this, and I highly recommend it. Looks like you can use it for a good few years without any problems, without much maintenance. So it's also a good machine for a starter. It's a good machine for a starter, I think, too. So yeah, if you don't want to go for a more expensive machines, or you just don't like paying too much money for machines, it's a good investment. So recommended by me. I'm not getting paid for this recommendation. Just people are nice, so I'm nice to them too. I make this episode for you guys. Now, some of you might think, Malan, where you've been? Where you've been? What you've been up to? What you did? We've been missing you, some people say. Like, I do stuff that is more important, in my opinion, than any hardware for being better artist, you know? So, drawing, painting, every day. Every day I do some stuff to get better, you know? So I do stuff from observation, imagination. I draw whatever I can see when I travel. I do little travels for drawing, you know. I've been to Portugal, some other stuff. This is just one sketchbook that I have with me all the time, and can you see it? Yeah, and I just carry it everywhere and do some sketchings. But I do oils. I go for the oil paintings into the forest, you know. I'm an artist. And artists draw and paint. This is what you're supposed to be doing instead of watching this video. Probably. I mean, up to you. How you want to spend your life. It will be like advice from me. Do what makes you happy. Maybe plan your future. Because it's often forgotten in this kind of crazy tattoo industry that we are people too. With dreams, with needs, with families, with, you know, with warm ambitions or things we like to do. It is sad what you have to do day after day to be better. And then when you will be, eventually when you will be better, what you're gonna do? You're gonna die. So you have to do something today for yourself. And this is what I do for myself. Most of the time I did stuff for others. Since I started tattooing, plenty of stuff I did. Oh, see, this is one of my painting I did some while ago. So yeah, most of the stuff I did for others. I do tattoo for others. I help people how to tattoo, you know. I had few apprentices. I think I helped many people. But now I want to concentrate on myself, my family, and then the rest of the world, when I have a bit of time, like now, I can come, record, do some video about the machine, tell you something. But for the moment, I want to concentrate on my own stuff. So, will I make more YouTube videos soon? The answer is I don't know. Depends on the weather. Outside's pretty nice at the moment, the blue sky. I can't wait to get my brushes, get my oil paints and do some painting. You know, after a while you have to think about yourself too, a little bit, what you like to do. I love this. I love tattooing too, but it's a job. I love giving my knowledge to others. But if I have to choose, sometimes I'll go painting in the forest. So I wish you all the best. Check out this machine. Below in the show notes you will find the address for the Mustang tattoo supplier. Check the Vader tattoo machine. It's really cool. It comes in black. Yeah, check out the rest of the stuff on this channel. If you like it, share it with your friends. Save it to your playlist. Subscribe. Maybe we see each other soon. But for now, live long and prosper.